You can hear the roar.
Again, those listening on radio, you are going to be occasionally experiencing some power outages because these storms are moving into the metro area. We're going to have
Let's stay with that shot. Look at the debris. Look at all the debris. Look at all the debris in the air. Folks, please, we plead with you. You absolutely have got to get down. Get to the lowest level you possibly can. We plead with you, do not take the extra minute or two. We plead with you to get below ground. Get in the interior closet or bathroom, get in the bathtub. We plead with you. There it is, crossing Interstate 35. There is a tremendous amount of debris in the air. We pray and plead with you, please get down now. If you're I-35, get out of your car. If you're east of I-35 over to Tinker Air Force Base, please, we plead with you, go to your safe spot now, take your radio, forget the live pictures, go get safe. Oh my gosh. Folks, we plead with you, just go to your safe spot if you possibly can. That's an F. Look at the horizontal vortex. That is an F4 to an F5 tornado. That's winds of 250 miles an hour. Look at that. What a mess. And there are folks in those cars and they're stuck and they've got no place to go. You know, if you're listening to us on the radio, we've been talking about it for quite a while now. Crack your window and, you know, keep warm, keep your heat going, at least from time to time to stay warm. But crack your window because you can have carbon monoxide poisoning and it can be deadly without even knowing it. Forewarned storm trackers are out. Emily Sutton earlier today. Jonathan Conder's been dovetailing in with the live coverage. And Jonathan, it is incredible out there and you're right out there in it. Where are you?
Mike, I'm at 44 in Western. This is really dangerous. People should not be going out today here in Oklahoma City.
I-40, Mark, is an absolute mess. Look at that driving sideways snow.
It is, Mike. It's just a total disaster out here as far as driving goes.
The governor's office has now issued a state of emergency. That gets the military involved, and they have the equipment to get out in this and plow through snow drifts and get to save people's lives. That's where we are right now.
The snow is actually piled up quite deep. I'm just going to step in it. And you see it goes all the way up to about my foot. So we're looking at close to about 6 to 8 inches of snow on certain parts of the highways. And underneath parts of that snow is ice. So it is very, very dangerous out here for anyone that is out in this area.
The Oklahoma Highway Patrol has ordered all interstates all around the metro to be shut down. Northbound I-35, southbound I-35, I-40 in both directions, as well as 44 and I-235, all shut down right now.
This is major rotation here, and it's making an effort to spin up into a tornado right now. Let's go to the storm tracker and look at the hook, and the hook is very impressive now. Here's this has baseball-size hail. Crossroads Mall, North and East Moore, Lake Stanley Draper, I-240, Midwest City, Del City. Here's the major hook coming up. All right, this is the OU campus. Tornado here going through Norman. Tornado going through Norman, and there is a major circulation now near the Oklahoma County line that looks like it could be a developing EF3 to EF4. There's a tornado in Norman. Tornado going through Norman. Live from Bob Moore Chopper 4. Tornado going through Norman.
That's on Highway 9.
Highway 9 right there.
Tornado just crossed Highway 9.
Tornado just crossed Highway 9 in Norman. And this is one of two tornadic storms now in the metro. One is near Lake Draper, and the other one now, tornado going through Norman, live from Bob Moore Chopper 4. Yep, debris in the air.
Got debris in the air.
Water spout on Lake Thunderbird, and notice how fast these are moving. Notice how fast these are moving. They're moving east very, very quickly. These storms are really moving east at like 50 to 55 miles, 60 miles an hour.
Well, it's a horrible view of a Love's truck stop that has been completely destroyed.
U-Haul trucks thrown into the forest off of the I-40 area. A U-Haul store over there. U-Haul's picked up and thrown into the forest. EF4 damage. Talking about 3 to 3.5 inch diameter hail, a lot of baseballs and a lot of 2-inch diameter hail. Very damaging. There's widespread damage in the swath of this. It's rolling southeast at 30 miles an hour. So protect your property. It's coming. It's not going away. That's a view live from Jim Gardner and Chopper 4. Jim, the hail core appears to have actually grown in size.
Well, that's right, Mike. I was just looking at it and we were just talking about it. You know, this shows no sign of weakening.
The damage is just widespread, many, many millions of dollars in damage, and it's just not over yet. I'm going to imagine here, as you push into some of these folks here that went through the worst of this, including here at KFOR, you're going to see a lot of hail damage. There's some right there.
This village area is just obliterated over here. I mean, it's incredible the hail almost stripped some of these trees totally with their leaves. You're looking at roofs and everything. That's leaves laying in the street.
There is still dense fog nearly 2 hours after this thing rolled through northwest. That is absolutely remarkable. This is one of these major industrial strength storm drains, but what has happened is the hail's been like a dam, has been holding the water back and holding it back, and now the hail's melting.
There's one truck stalled out in the water, so again, this is causing a massive backup.
When you're out on the roadways, you're going to be dealing a lot with this. And if you look down the road, you can see it kind of just continues as this water just rushes right up Memorial.
Jim, that's a lot of damage, obviously, there on the roof of our building.
You know, it's just like you're under attack, and it's just a relentless attack. These are our skylights, and there are hundreds of these pieces beginning about 15 to 20 feet right over here. Look how the glass is totally busted out, but look at this, look at the dent here. Look at that. I mean, that's trying to go through metal.
Now you're looking at the town of Hennessy there. Cody's zoomed in really tight on that with this HD camera from Bob Moore Chopper 4. But if he pulls out, you're going to see the town of Hennessy. It's right to the northwest center of town. You can see Hennessy right there. It's a great picture, Mike, of where the tornado is in reference to the town of Hennessy.
Large tornado. You're looking west now. You can look at it open up. Big tornado on the ground right there. That's a good size one, Jim. You see the haze there around the vortex all the way around it, showing that there's digging wind coming on the south side with the rear flank downdraft, and there's a lot of high velocity wind, not only in the vortex but also around it. So likely the damaging part of the tornado even bigger than the funnel cloud itself. If you live on Highway 51 east of Hennessy over to south of Perry and north of Guthrie, Orlando, Mulhall, over toward Marshall, you folks got to get out of its way or get below ground. It's a huge circulation. It's very strong. Yep, go, David.
Okay, there it is. Again, just what Jim said. It's wrapped in rain. I'm just west of the river. I'm about 5 miles southwest of Dover. It is a cone, and it is wrapped in rain, Mike. No doubt about it. I'm about 2 miles east of it.
There it is right there. There it is right there, Mike. You can see it just barely, then it disappears into the rain right at the top of your screen going down. That is a tornado right there. But again, it's really, I can't see it with the naked eye, Mike, but with the camera cutting through the rain, we were able to pick it up every now and then.
That's right, Linda. I think we have a developing flood emergency here in Oklahoma City. A flash flood warning has been issued for Oklahoma, McLean, and Cleveland counties.
That's how bad it got out there at Penn and Memorial. And one car after another, we watched it live here on Channel 4, a truck with a lawnmower in the back that for some reason, despite seeing all the cars already there, drove in and also got trapped.
Yeah, that was amazing to me that he actually was able to move around for a little bit, but he ended up getting stuck there. You see the firefighters going from vehicle to vehicle checking to make sure that everybody got out. And our understanding is everybody did get out.
So there's a historic volume of water coming in through the Deep Fork into Lake Arcadia right now. No doubt about that.
That's a semi-cab we're seeing the mirror on. That tells you how deep that is.
Yeah, and that just exemplifies the power of this water, Mike Morgan. You have an 18-wheeler that's being pushed around like a toy like that. That really just tells you that, hey, this is nothing to mess around with.
As far as on the outskirts, they're trying to move everyone away from the streets so they can't get too close to this raging water.
Right now, it's almost reaching that walkway where those people are standing, Mike. There's a pickup going through the water right up here off my nose. I hope he makes it. We're just going to have a tremendous amount of land damage here.
Cars trapped and buildings damaged and homes flooded.
And at points, even those stop signs were almost covered, so you can get some sense of how much the water has come down.
Folks, it is also still turning left. It is turning left, and that's going to take it deeper into Oklahoma County, east of I-35. It looks to be Tinker Air Force Base. It looks to be in the direct bullseye path of this tornado. Even South Del City and even Central and South Midwest City